Hey guys, I'm here with Audra and we were just talking about Shelva's help and beyond my expectations. She happens to be a former occupational therapist and she was talking a little bit about what happens post high school and some of the population that she's worked with and why Shelva's help and beyond my expectations, why there's such an urgent need for this type of facility within the community.
So as an occupational therapist, I have worked with a lot of people in the nursing home. And what I have found is that there are young people that are going into these homes because they haven't had the opportunities nor the training to be able to live normal lives, to have a job, to have a career, to be able to live on their own. And being able to develop those skills, especially post-high school and throughout high school and through post-high school, would be such a benefit to people who have autism or are on the spectrum.
So what are some of the skills?
So just basic skills, being able to learn how to pay their own bills, being able to learn how to shop on their own. And that's a very big, diverse sensory experience. If you have a spectrum disorder, being able to deal with people around you in an unfamiliar situation and dealing with change all the time is something that can be difficult. But if you have the training to be able to learn how to deal with those situations, then it won't be so overwhelming. It'll be something you're familiar with, and it will be something that they can learn to carry out through their lives.
Right. So social skills, social development. And you know what the funniest thing is? Well, it's not, gosh, that is my key phrase. I know that's my key phrase because I always say the funniest thing, but the funniest thing or the ironic thing is that we, the school system does, the community does work with different programs, work with teaching kids social skills, but they're teaching them sometimes, not all the times, I don't want to, overgeneralize, it in a sterile environment. So if I'm teaching you social skills in a clinical environment, how transportable is that to the larger community?
Well, and that's one good thing about where I work currently.
I'm going to flip in my arm, sorry.
Sorry. So one good thing about where I work is, and as an occupational therapist, I can go into the community with people and be with them in those situations and help them to learn those types of skills. So being able to translate that to a company to help people be in those daily situations and have someone with them to guide them whenever it's too much, when it's too overwhelming, to build those skills would be wonderful.
And so then what happens when you leave and you're no longer there?
So they need follow-up, for sure. They need someone to be their guide, to help them through those new situations. So the purpose, specifically with what I do, is to help people be independent.
Okay.
So to gain that independence with that would be amazing.
Right. And so Shelva's help would actually, our target is adolescents, but it can be used as a cross-training facility. So on the weekends, parent and child can come and they can both get the stimulation, the endorphins from exercise, so that both can be strengthened at the same time. Because one of the things is if you strengthen the child, and then they go back home to the same exact environment, then they are, they're less likely to excel at their potential or reach their potential.
Absolutely.
So, wow, thank you so much for everything, Audra. You think Shelva's help could help?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, guys, got to do this. We got to get Shelva's help open. Got to open the doors, and we got to make sure that we make make an impact in the life of the 80% of persons with autism who are currently unemployed and provide more hope, more opportunity for their families.